going to do is I'm going to talk about V-Newswire and V-Local and the difference. You know, I went to the hotel lobby and they did not have a newspaper. Did anyone bring a newspaper this morning? Today's newspaper, something okay. That's okay, we don't need it then.
Johnny, I had a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is it normal to see the iNet portal on the rotator several times? Yesterday, all day I was trying to surf and I was only seeing the iNet portal.
Yeah, that is a normal thing because what's happening is people are surfing, okay, and a lot of even the just executives and the golds and even some of the diamonds and the platinums and et cetera, you have to put some websites up there, okay? It's necessary. If we have 60,000 plus members, it's important that every one of those members take 20 iCredits, and put a URL, a web address, up on the rotator. See, I have a couple of blogs. Well, one I don't put on the rotator, one I do. And then I have news agencies that I like. I have funny websites that I go to for humor, where I get some of my really good jokes from. I like Fox News. I like, things that I like. And I just happen to have enough points from surfing where every couple days I might take 200 or 300 points and put one of those URLs up on the rotator. So we have some different flavor, as we call it, some variety. So it's important when you get those points, throw 20 points up for one of your favorite websites or your business website. Just take it and put it on the rotator. The more we have, the better. Right now, I think we have like 2,000. We should have 60,000. Okay? We actually should have 60,000 websites constantly recycling on the rotator. So when you see, to answer your question, when you see iNetGlobal on the rotator, it's just filled. We have to keep so many of those up there to keep that number where it is. Doesn't mean that you're not getting your points, your rebates, and everything from surfing. I know it gets boring, but we have to count on you. And I'm here to tell you today to go ahead and take 50 points, take 20 points, and put some websites up on the rotator. If you have some iCredits, I know that you want to keep your iCredits, you want them to go bigger and bigger and bigger. Take 20, take 50, take the minimum, and put a website up there once a week. That's not going to hurt you at all. Actually, it's going to build capacity for the whole company. So if we have everyone in here putting their URLs that they like, or their business URLs, web address, on the rotator, we have more selections to click from. Does that answer your question? I know I went like way too far, but that's okay. Let's just get back over here. Now in this training session, I'm going to train you in the difference between selling, the Mac attack. There we go. I'm going to train you in the difference of selling V-Local and V-Newswire. But first, we're starting with V-Newswire because this is actually a really, really, really powerful product. And we have to pay 1,000 more times attention to this product. And when you go out and represent, V-Newswire has iNetGlobal salespeople, that you are delivering the right message to the organization. Let me see here. Can you volunteer? Would you volunteer? This is like church. Come on, I'm going to talk to you. Right here. Come on. You're going to be my business owner. What's your name? Sim. Can I see that? Because it says iNetGlobal Sunday lunch. Okay, there we go. C. Oh, Sim. Sim with a heart. I thought it was S-I, and the heart was just something beautiful. It is. Okay, Sim. This is your business owner. Do you want a chair or something? Are you comfortable? Okay. Now, we're talking V-Newswire. Sim is the leading nonprofit in Toronto. They have tons of news. They're helping people everywhere in Toronto, the United States, I mean, people in the United States are begging to talk to Sim because she has it. She got it. That's very funny. Okay, I got the jokes here, okay? So, Sim's agency, she just purchased a fleet of school buses for the public school system to get kids safely from their homes to the school. Okay? Let's give her a hand. She just, this is incredible. This is incredible news, okay? As a V-Newswire iNetGlobal representative, you can go to Sim and say, Sim, I have an incredible opportunity to let every radio station, newspaper, television station, internet news agencies in the Toronto area and the United States hear about this wonderful, successful, measurable outcome from your nonprofit agency about buying the school buses. And she'll say, well, what is it? Okay. It's your opportunity then to dig in. Okay. You say, we have V-Newswire. V-Newswire is one of the industry's leading press release services. We're partnered with some of the top-notch major news agencies in the United States, Canada, and the UK. We can deliver your message to every newspaper, radio station, television station, internet interest, and that's a radio station, yeah, in the Toronto area, as well as the United States. Okay? We can give you a report afterwards to show where these messages went, where the information about you buying the fleet of buses went, what journalists got it, what newspapers received it, what television stations received it, okay? Now, Sim has the executive director of this great company, has a communications person, or someone that handles their press internally, okay? This is the benefit. Once, from the national platform, they get the V-Newswire press release about Sim's agency buying these buses. That gives an extra job to that communications person to call locally and say, hey, we're with Sim's nonprofit, we just got all the buses. Did you receive the national press release about our agency? Thank you, I'll finish from here. Thank you, give her a hand. Okay. And they say, yeah, okay. Sometimes her communications person is not going to have to make that call because the local TV stations and radio stations will be calling her because the contact information will be directly to Sim's nonprofit agency for buying these buses, and they will pick up the phone and say, we'd like to come over with a camera crew, we'd like to come over with a microphone and tape recorder and do an interview with you. You might be in the paper 2 or 3 days later. For that, that's a great thing. So when you're discerning between what you tell a potential client, it's important to have the information. And with V-Newswire, it's as easy as saying, hey, do you want to be on the internet? Okay? Do you want your organization's important news and information on the internet? It's that simple. And then there's an old trick in sales. I used to sell cars part-time. I was so busy, I was in radio, television, newspaper. But I knew I could sell cars, okay? Because everybody used to say, you might have a used car salesman. I said, okay, great. And so, one of these old cats, older than me, said, hey, Don, this is how you do this. When someone walks in and says, I'm interested in buying a car, you tell them, do you like light colors or dark colors? And if they say light color, you say, follow me. And you just point them at the light colored cars, okay? You let them pick. They'll go right, every time they went right to the car they wanted and they purchased the car. My first month, I sold 17 vehicles, including Navigators, anything Lincoln, Ford. And I only did this part-time. The whole sales staff full-time was so upset with me. I took my desk out of my office and set it by the front door of the dealership. So anybody that walked in the door, I was the first one they see. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it takes a certain amount of aggressiveness to be successful in doing this. You can't, it's not going to come to you. But it will. Don't get me wrong. I'm sitting in Minneapolis in the office